Hey, congratulations on the release of your debut album, Sugar Spice. How does it feel to kind of finally have it be out there?
It feels awesome. Like it feels really, really peaceful. I think that's the best word I have to describe it because I've been waiting for this for a long time.
Well, let's go back a little bit and talk about what would you say initially inspired you to pursue music as a career?
I started writing music. I started piano lessons when I was like 5 and then started writing music shortly after. So I was writing little jingles and all kinds of stuff by the time I was 7, 8 years old. And it wasn't ever anything I just like decided to do one day. I think it was just always there, and music was always in my family. Everybody played piano. And I think too, growing up in such a big family, I definitely found a love for performing because that was just an easy way to get attention. So I definitely took to it from a young age.
Who would you say are some of your musical influences when it comes time to create your music?
Oh, I would say from when I was really, really little, I got really into Nora Jones, Linda Ronstadt, Ray Charles, and then as far as like country music was always part of it too. So like Merle Haggard, Patsy Cline, Dolly Parton, of course. It's pretty broad. It's all over the place, and I think that's apparent in my original music too.
It's good because you can kind of like draw that inspiration to create your own sound in a way.
I hope so. Yeah.
Is there anyone you would love to work with someday?
Oh my gosh, of course. Like I think working with Silk Sonic would be so fun. Anderson Paak and what Bruno Mars are doing is amazing. It's like, hey, why not shoot for that, you know? But yeah, them, I really love what's going on in country. Like I'm obsessed with this Miranda Lambert album, Palomino. I think it's amazing. So off the top of my head, that would be pretty cool.
Well, just from like a fan standpoint and just some comments that I've seen, personally, I would kind of love to see a collab with David Archuleta. I'd kind of
Oh
love to
my
see those.
gosh.
I would love to see those fan bases merge together for sure.
Dude, that's actually a great idea because David's a good friend and he is awesome. That's actually a great idea. I'm gonna look into that and give you full credit if that happens.
David, are you listening?
Heck yeah.
So what does your own playlist look like right now? Who are you like just geeking out about? Obviously, I'm geeking out about you and David Archuleta, but
Yeah. Dude, right now I'm obsessed with Morgan Wade. She put out this album and it is incredible top to bottom. So I still have that on repeat. Been having this again, Miranda Lambert's album on repeat, and then Maddie Zom. I think that's how you say her last name, but she like blew up on TikTok, discovered her there. She's incredible. I love, okay, I can never pronounce their name right, but Karun Karungbin.
um,
I know I'm butchering it. Someone out there is gonna correct me, but they did that song with Leon Bridges, Texas Sun. But I love all their stuff. So I have them on repeat all the time.
oh, those are some good choices.
Yeah, I'd like to
Definitely.
think so,
Yeah. I know you touched on this a little bit, but how would you describe your sound to someone thinking of listening for the first time?
Ooh, it's so hard to answer that because a lot of people are like, "Oh, you're country," and a lot of people are like, "Oh, this is like R&B pop." So I would say I would like to think it's just good music. hopefully, hopefully it's just good music. But if I had to like staple a genre on it, I'd probably call it Nashville pop.
Okay.
So it's
Yeah,
got
I
a lot of
agree.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, got a lot of like country as far as the songwriting. I think it feels very country. Production wise, it's still very like all real instruments type of stuff, but definitely more on the pop side, but still like piano and everything.
Yeah. When I was listening earlier, and I remember expecting like, your new album to be country, but I was like, I'm kind of feeling like the pop sounds. And I was listening to Juicy, and after I was pondering whether I myself was Juicy, I
Hell
was
yeah, you
thinking,
are.
I was just like, wow, this is such like a great mix of sound and it keeps it like interesting and definitely something to dance and sing along to. So I just
Thank
kind of
you.
loved it.
Thank you. I've always been kind of I have such a wide taste in music personally, but like that was, I think, the easiest part of putting all these songs together. The only thing we really asked ourselves was, does this sound like me? And does this feel like me? And then if it did, it made the album.
Just to change gears a bit, I want to talk about your story is certainly reflective
Yeah.
of the fact that you are such a strong person and your journey has been kind of an emotional and spiritual one. But can you talk a little about how you were able to kind of draw your inspiration from what you've been through and able to apply that to your music?
Oh yeah. I'm trying to condense like the last 5 years into two short sentences for you. But no, I think like the last 5 years have been so important for me in making this record and just for my life in general. I think I needed to finally learn that I don't have to shrink myself in any way for to be loved or to be seen by others, which I know sounds counterintuitive. Like, why would you shrink yourself in any way or be more quiet in order to be seen or liked by someone? Um, but a lot of that had to do with, questioning the faith I was brought up in and deciding that that no longer served me anymore. And even leaving my record deal that I had and realizing that no longer served me anymore. And it was time to move on and grow. And so that's been the biggest lesson, is realizing I can do anything that is in my heart. Like I can, and the only person keeping me back from being free is me. And the only person keeping myself in crappy situations is me.
I feel attacked. I feel
Yeah.
seen.
Dude, I felt attacked in therapy. That's
I'm gonna use
it
that when I
sucked
go to
hearing that for
therapy.
the first time.
Can you talk a little about why it's important to share that with your listeners and kind of be a role model for them?
Oh man, I don't, a lot. Some people have said the word role model. I feel weird like saying that. So I don't know about role model, but I do hope like, I mean, for example, like a while ago, I started talking about my eating disorder recovery. And like, that's what Bad Posture was about. And a lot of my songs were about. And I did not like, we all think that we're alone and we all think we have like this super unique thing we're going through, which may be true, but then you share your story and you realize, oh, like a lot of people have gone through the exact same thing I go through. We're just like shamed into silence. And so when I started telling that specific story, I just got a flood of messages from guys and girls going through the same thing and just thanking me for sharing it so that they don't feel alone. I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, well, you think that's good? I got way more to share then. So that's been the coolest thing. And I think that's what I love so much about this music this time around, is it really feels like I've gotten to share my story.
Oh, that's one of the best things about music is finding those words and that sound that you can relate to. And your story is certainly relatable to many people out there, like you said. So it's wonderful to see kind of everyone kind of come together and reach out. And so I'm very happy
Yeah,
for you.
no, it is. It's a pretty good feeling.
Well, speaking of good feelings, live music performances are one of the things I miss most about life before the pandemic. Do you have any plans to tour to promote your new album?
Yeah, we just booked my first headlining show in Nashville. So I'm really excited about that. That's gonna be August 30th. And then we actually go out to Australia in September for the very first time for to play a few shows out there. So hopefully it's gonna shape up to look like a good fall.
Oh, that's exciting. Is there anywhere that you would love to kind of tour and get to stop and
I
explore
mean,
if you got?
I'd say Australia in general is
Okay.
going to be really fun. I need to like research my geography on there, but I know we're going to be close to the beach and get to explore that for a few days.
Maybe meet a koala, cuddle
Yeah,
koala.
I would love to hold a koala. Then That would be ideal.
Yeah, bucket list item, but stay away from their scary spiders. They've got things there that I'm just afraid of.
Oh my gosh, dude, Sam. I'm like, I don't know if I'll go in the water, but I'll hold a koala.
So, like we mentioned before, the experience with the fans, I feel like is so fulfilling, and it's something that you were able to do even before the pandemic with social media. And I was wondering, what do you enjoy most about kind of connecting with your fans in that way, and what inspired you to create that kind of fun content for them?
Yeah, I mean, the fans are everything. Like, I'd like to think I would make music if nobody heard it or listened to it, but if I'm being really honest with myself, making music and having people hear it, that's the best part. That is
Mhm.
the best part. Like, it's so much fun. It's fun to put out something you love into the world and connect with someone else over it and see their reaction. Like that gets the juices going, and it's literally what fuels everything. So anytime I can cater to my fans as far as social media goes, or just even understand like what other music they're into, what are they liking from my album, like what do they want to see from me on social media. I mean, it kind of feels like we're just building this little community, this little family together. And at the end of the day, those are the people streaming my music and coming to my shows. So I'm gonna do whatever they want.
But it's been very exciting talking with you. And just lastly, I was kind of curious, are you working on anything else that you'd love to share that your fans can kind of look out for?
Oh yeah, we're gonna be putting out more music. Like probably this fall. I shouldn't say too much because I don't want to like say it and then not make it happen. But no, there will be some fun collaborations coming. I mean, this album really is just the beginning of everything that's coming.
It's the beginning of many great things. It's a very exciting time for you, I imagine. I'm excited now. Now I feel part of it because I'm getting that David Archuleta collab
Heck
going.
yeah, man. If that happens, I'm giving you a shout out. I'm serious. That's a great idea.
So we love David. We love you.
Thank
And I'm
you.
very excited. And thank you so much for chatting with us today. And can't wait to hear the whole album.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much, Noel. Appreciate it.
Thank you. And you're beautiful. We love you. And
Thank
just thank you
you.
so much. It was nice talking with you.